Alright, everybody, let's talk blades. That's what we're into. Today, I have for you guys an Artisan cutlery knife. This particular knife, I had mixed feelings about when I saw pictures of it. Excuse me. And I gotta tell you, if it wasn't for the designer, I probably wouldn't have purchased this knife. So let's get into it, everybody. Let's talk blades. That's what we're into today. Artisan cutlery. Arroyo is the name. Arroyo. I don't know what that means. I don't know too much about it. All I know is that this knife is fantastic. Micarta, this is the one with Micarta. There's a couple other styles out there with this particular model. There's quite a few, actually. There's like some marble designs that have special names, and there's some, a bit plain designs with the G10, several different colors through that. This one is the micarta handle, OD green, and I do not see OD green. I don't see OD green. I see kind of like an earthy, smoky, brownish, grayish color, which I like. And yeah, it has a touch of green in it, sure. But not to me. I don't really see this being an OD green, and I love that. What's really kind of funny is sometimes they'll label something like, oh, this is gray, and it looks more blue, It's kind of weird. Like my wallet, they say it's gunmetal gray, and it's a little bit purple. I don't understand. I know I'm not colorblind. It's just a little weird seeing colors a different way, and not a lot of people see it, unless you're focusing on it a certain way. But anyways, Arroyo, this knife, fantastic. Deep carry pocket clip. You can switch it from left to right hand carry. One thing they got right on this knife is the screws. The screws are flattened, which means it's not going to cause an issue going in and out of the pocket, and I love that. They need to do this with all their knives. Are you listening? You freaking Artisan, are you listening? You guys are doing great. Another thing that I like that's the upside of this knife, it has this swivel lanyard hole. And yes, this lanyard hole does move. All right? And what's cool about this is that you can choose to throw a lanyard on there, or you can choose to just ignore it because it's gone. By the time you look at the knife, there's no lanyard hole on there, except for in the spine. Open construction, which means it's going to be easier to clean. You just blow in there or take a can of pressurized air in there, and you got it. Runs on ceramic bearings for the pivot, nice and smooth. The detent on this knife is a little bit weak. That's just me touching it gently. Now if I confidently, bam, and it comes open pretty nice and smooth anyways. You got jimping in only two places, right here and right here. And this is kind of a light textured jimping, but it works just as well. When you hold it in your hand, and I got medium-sized hands, it works. You got the guard right here. That was the flipper, so it turns into a guard. Fantastic. And, of course, you got that nice belly and very nice tip on there. Of course, the designer, see that? Designed by Dirk Pinkerton. Serial number is J1845P. And the steel that's on there is an AR-RPM9, which is what I heard is comparable to your standard D2 steel. And this is their powdered proprietary steel that they're using in their company now for some of their models, and I believe that's fine. It really does. It's really comparable to D2, at least from my experience. Is what I'm told. Well, I'm going to think of it that way. Someone said it's kind of like the sister or brother of the 9CR18 MOV, 9CR19 MOV, 8CR7 MO1973 ERB, whatever you want to call it. The cheaper steels that I don't really care too much about, but this to me seems a little bit more closer to the D2 steel, I think. But I keep hearing a mixture of what people say that it's like to what others say that it's not, so I don't know. One thing that sets this apart from all other knives from Artisan, Cutlery, is the fact that they don't have that weird symbol that you see on their pivot. Which, another reason a lot of people don't like this company is they think that it's a fascist symbol, like a swastika. I think that's ridiculous. Let me get the Hyperion real quick for you. And I just have it out. And some people are saying it looks like a swastika. To me, it looks like a ninja star. Or to me, it just looks like 4 lines. It doesn't really look like a swastika to me. But I'm sure, you know, it's kind of like that picture with the 2 faces in the cup. You either see the 2 faces or you see the cup. To me, I just see 4 lines, dude. And even if I don't see the 4 lines, I'm looking at the pattern itself, it looks like a ninja star. It doesn't really look like, you know, or that one weird Kroll ninja star thing. I don't know. To me, it looks like anything but a fascist symbol. And I believe that no one should have to look at something like that and fear that that's what their hidden agenda is, you know? And of course, if you look, the symbol on the blade, some people say that that kind of resembles a hidden swastika. I don't see it. It looks like an S or a 2 or a Z or something. It looks like anything but. You know, someone said, oh, if you move that little line up there, it'll look like a swastika. Dude, I don't know. I don't see it. It just doesn't. I think that's ridiculous. But everybody's got their own opinion about things, and you're entitled to it, but I don't see it. And I don't think that should hinder anybody from purchasing a good knife when you know you see one. It doesn't look like a straight up swastika, so I don't fear it, and I don't think that that's, you know, any issue. So my Carta feels good. Price tag on this thing comes in at $69 and change, so just under $70. That's not bad. Sorry, you're going to hear the trash guy outside, so I'm going to try and make this as quick as possible. Go ahead and get into the specs of this knife. Get into the weight. Yeah, the weight comes in at a whopping 3.32 ounces, so just under 4 ounces. Fan-flippin-tastic. I love that. We'll get into the length. Sorry, I bumped the table there. So the blade comes in at a 3-inch blade with a 4.5-inch reach from the pivot, assuming that you are holding the knife correctly. And of course, to the handle, you're looking at 7 1/4. And when it's closed, you're looking at a 4 1/8. Now, of course, I'm going to go ahead and get into the width of things so you guys know how wide things are. So the blade comes in at a 0.8. The handle comes in at a 9.7. Relatively thin, and that is great on the pocket, considering the freaking pocket clip. I love that. The way that they made that is fantastic. I love that. So, like I said, it feels great in the hand. You got that. Designed by Dirk Pinkerton. I don't know if I've already said that. I'm pretty sure I did. So, the thing about Dirk Pinkerton's designs, and I'm going to try and make this as quick as possible. From what I hear, Dirk Pinkerton makes his designs not just for EDC, but also as a knife that you could use for self-defense, to protect yourself. And I really do like that. His designs have that element in it, and I believe that all knives should have that element. Not every knife does. But holding this knife, even though it's as small as it is, I can actually see myself defending myself with this, using this, if I didn't have a weapon, you know. And I think that that's fantastic. It looks like it, it feels like it, and it's great. In both reverse grip and forward grip. It's just a fantastic knife. So anyways, that's my thoughts on this knife. Price tag on it is relatively good. I want to call it a budget knife. And I want to say that this is a budget knife. For what it is fantastic. If you can pick it up, I would. If you're a collector like me, this is a home run. Because, you know, I'm a growing fan of Dirk Pinkerton's stuff, and every knife that I've ever held of his has not disappointed, at least not yet anyway. So I absolutely like this knife, and it fits and feels fantastic in the pocket. So yeah. Man, what else? Oh, if you guys want to see how sharp it is, let's cut some paper. If I can pick the damn paper up. Hey, there we go. I got the fan going. I don't know if you guys already know that, but I just stabbed my finger. Oh, that's bad. Oh, geez. I'm going to have to pick that up. Trying to keep it in frame. This is relatively sharp. And it's probably one of the sharper ones that I've experienced. So that's a really good thing. Anyways, Amazon's got it going. Blade HQ has some in stock. It's a good knife. It's a really, really good knife. And for an EDC, I think it's perfect all-around knife if you need something, but you don't want it to break the bank. I'd pick one up. Anyways, go ahead and slash that like button, stab that subscribe, slice that bell icon so you guys are notified when I post new stuff. In these craziest of times, please be kind, be safe, and carry responsibly, and I'll see you all good people in the next video.